Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here. It's time for Coffee with Bill. We'll see what's in the news. And I'm hoping that Booger the Wonder Cat leaves us alone. He's sound asleep because apparently destroying everything in the house is tiring work. All right, let's see what's happening. More American blood shed by the religion of peace when a guy named Mohammed from Saudi Arabia gunned down unarmed Americans at the Pensacola Naval Base. Now, normally this is where I would castigate ignorant liberals for their foolish demands that we allow Muslims into sensitive positions like airport security and our military bases. But instead, just for the fun of it, let's check the Islamic terrorist scoreboard for last month. Last month, the religion of peace launched 110 attacks on innocent people in 22 countries. They killed 591 and injured 572. And that was just in the last month. Funny how the liberal media does not consider that to be a worthwhile story. Let's see how many people were brutally murdered by Jews last month. 0. Christians, same, 0. So whenever you hear ignorant liberals like Rosie O'Donnell make statements like Christian terrorists are just as bad as Muslim terrorists, you know that you should probably never listen to that person again. The scoreboard says it all. There are no Christian or Jewish terrorists in this nation. It's just not a problem anywhere in the world. So here's a Wild Bill bullet of truth. If there are no Muslims in your nation, there will be no Islamic terrorist attacks. And yes, it's just that simple. Now, speaking of trying to terrorize Americans, here's a Kamala Harris attack on an innocent man. When she was serving as California's Attorney General, David Daleiden made national news by exposing Planned Parenthood's gruesome business of selling baby parts. Daleiden is an American hero for his brilliant work to expose America's Holocaust, but Kamala Harris, being a liberal Democrat, totally sold out to evil, brought a bogus prosecution against Mr. Daleiden in an attempt to put him in prison for the rest of his life. What Planned Parenthood was doing is a felony, but Kamala Harris and the despicable state of California will never instigate an investigation of Planned Parenthood. This is one reason why I say that liberalism is the face of evil in the world today. And the fact that a person of Kamala Harris's moral standards could be considered a candidate for president just sickens me, and it shows how far we have fallen as a nation. Here's another sickening story. I apologize for taking us down an ugly road today, but these are stories that just cannot be ignored. A Boston man named Zabrowski was acquitted by a federal jury after he tried to instigate the assassination of ICE agents, any ICE agent. He tweeted, quote, "I am broke but will scrounge and literally give $500 to anyone who kills an ICE agent. Seriously, who else can pledge? Get in on this and let's make this work." Now, apparently the jury saw this as freedom of speech under the First Amendment. What bothers me about this is that the war on American lawmen, started by Barack Obama, is still underway. The assassination of American law enforcement officers is literally declaring war on America. And that clearly meets the definition of death penalty treason. Read the statutes. I'm serious. This is what I call Jane Fonda syndrome. Way back in the Vietnam War, when Jane Fonda brazenly committed treason, she should have been prosecuted vigorously, but because Congress was under the control of liberal Democrats, they decided that she was too famous to prosecute. And nobody has been prosecuted for treason since then. That needs to change. And if justice prevails, the current Democrats in Congress will feel the heat coming down on them. And I will be cheering in the streets. Elizabeth Warren is so sorry for lying about her Native American heritage. Translation, she's sorry she got caught. Big difference. She is clearly not trustworthy, so the Democrats want to make her president. All right, finally some good news for Americans. Rudy Giuliani is in Ukraine, personally looking into the massive corruption of the Obama administration in Ukraine. $5.3 billion in misappropriated funds. Now, this appears to be what Hillary Clinton was doing with that illegal private server. She was using her government position as Secretary of State to set up illegal money laundering operations where Obama's gang would shake down foreign governments like Ukraine for millions of dollars. That money was then funneled back to the families of Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and others through bogus employment schemes, etc. Ukraine is just the tip of the iceberg here. How many other countries did the Obama thugs shake down in the same manner? Remember that great Hillary Clinton quote about Trump getting elected? She said, "If that blank blank gets elected, we're all gonna hang. You better fix this blank." I tell you people, this is gonna get good. Thank you, Lord, for raising up Donald Trump. I don't think any other man could have rammed through the policies that are making such a difference and beginning to clean up Washington, D.C. I am calling for all Americans to pray and fast for the safety of Donald Trump. He is hacking off the most dangerous people in the world, and he's doing it for us. That man is standing in the gap. He deserves our loyalty and our support. Let's end on that. Thanks for joining me. This has been Coffee with Bill. Thanks for watching, and America bless God again.